A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, a new addition to Disneyland was announced. This is D4E-Ticket news. What's up guys, it's Jordan, I'm back. And just gonna give a quick word about why I've been so absent the last few weeks. If you're not interested in the hearing, just go ahead and skip forward just a little bit. There's been a lot of personal things going on with Dan and I that we've kind of had some heartbreak in the last week. We were kind of hoping to add to our family, but it hasn't really worked out. And so it just kind of all came to a head recently, but I appreciate you guys sticking around and still hanging around with us and being patient. It's been a really interesting few months, but now we're kind of back in the swing of things. So what a great time to be kind of back to making videos with today's announcements. So with all that being said, let's move on into, oh, let's be honest, there's only really e-ticket news today. I could go on into detail about how Jesse's Critter Carousel is finally going to be opening a Pixar Pier in April, or how Disneyland just donated $5 million to a housing project in Anaheim, but we all know why you're here watching this video. It's because they've announced when Galaxy's Edge is going to open! Finally! We now know that Galaxy's Edge is going to be opening to the public at Disneyland Park on the 31st of May. This is sooner than we had anticipated, which is always a good thing. Rumors had kind of been speculating that they were going to be making this announcement today because there was a Disney shareholders meeting this morning. So of course, why wouldn't they want to share this to the people who are most interested in Disney's profitability? Leading up to this, they have been inundating social media with photos and video of things that we can expect inside Galaxy's Edge, and it's looking really, really cool. From all the food that you can expect, including dairy-free blue milk. Don't worry, it also comes in green. To all of the merchandise that you can purchase, including holocrons, make your own droid, and what I think is going to be the biggest draw is to make your own lightsaber. At Savi's workshop in Galaxy's Edge, you're going to be able to make your own lightsaber, and these are not like the ones that you can make at the Star Trader in Tomorrowland. These are like legit, nice, really expensive looking lightsabers, so that's probably going to be a huge draw for people. And they've also even released all the costumes that the cast members are going to be wearing. I've never seen a single land at a Disney park have so many different costumes. They are really going for an immersive atmosphere where it feels like all these people really live there and are just going about their day-to-day lives. So that's something that I geek out about. You may not even notice, but I do because I'm weird that way. They've also released video footage of a new Hondo audio animatronic figure going to be used in Smuggler's Run. Didn't even know that was going to be part of it, but apparently it is. And their animatronics are super awesome. I mean, this thing looks so fluid and so realistic that it's crazy insane. So that's really, really awesome. With all this going on, what does this mean for you and your upcoming trip? Couple of things actually. Number one, since this was an earlier opening date than expected, they're opening it a little bit differently than everyone had been expecting. Bob Iger had kind of let it slip a few months ago that they were going to be expecting a lot of crowds at Disneyland in late June, so of course we all know what that means. But then in their press release today, they said that they wanted to open it early due to pretty much pressure from fans. And so because of that, they're opening it in phases because it's not all gonna be ready by the end of May. Phase 1 is literally the entire thing of Galaxy's Edge minus Rise of the Resistance. So there will only be one attraction opening up on the 31st of May. They have announced that Rise of the Resistance will open, quote, later. So we still don't know when that's gonna happen. It could be when they were expecting Galaxy's Edge to be finished, and it could be later this summer. Who knows at this point, they're not really saying. So not everything will be open, but most of it will. The other interesting thing is something that I've never seen them do before, but I think is a really good idea for this. They're expecting so many people to be coming that they're requiring all guests coming to Disneyland from the 31st of May to the 23rd of June to make a free reservation to be able to get in to Galaxy's Edge. This will likely be just you having to sign up for a time to be allowed into Galaxy's Edge so they can somewhat control the crowds. Downside is you're gonna need to plan that well in advance. Upside, you're not gonna have to be climbing over people to be able to see everything in Galaxy's Edge. It's gonna be busy, yes, and crowded, yeah, but not that bad. This should also help kind of cut down on the wait times for Smuggler's Run, which we all know is probably gonna be something like 5 or 6 hours, but if they left it open to whomever, we could be looking at honestly 6 or 7 hour wait times, which I think is ridiculous. These reservations are not yet available, but they will be made available soon. We will let you know when that happens and let you know how to do it so that you can get your stuff together. I am a little bit saddened that I'm not gonna be there in that first month. At the same time, I'm also really relieved I'm not gonna be there in that first month because I just don't wanna see all those crowds. But hopefully by the time that we do go, which is at the end of June, we'll be able to see both Smuggler's Run and Rise of the Resistance. Who knows? Maybe it'll be open by that point. There are a couple other things that I would highly suggest for your trip to Galaxy's Edge this summer. Number one, you need to invest in Max Pass. Normally I say this is totally up to your family and maybe it wouldn't be worth it to spend that extra money. It will be worth it. Max Pass, as you recall, allows you to make Fast Pass selections digitally. So as soon as you enter the parks, you can make a Fast Pass for any of the Fast Pass attractions. That would include Galaxy's Edge. But if you go for the free option, you actually have to get into Galaxy's Edge, find the Fast Pass kiosk, wait in the line, and then put your ticket in. That could cost you some time and make it less likely that you'll be able to get a Fast Pass for it that day. Max Pass, as soon as you get through those gates, you can make a Fast Pass selection. Sure, you might be making your first Fast Pass selection at like 8:30 in the morning and it may be for like 5 p.m. or even later. But you've got it and you know that you're gonna be there at 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. or whatever it is. And then you just spend the rest of the day enjoying your day at Disneyland. And in an hour and a half, you can get another Fast Pass for something else. So use Max Pass. This is the one time I'm gonna say you need to get Max Pass to help you out. Another thing I'm gonna suggest, and is this a shameless plug? Yes. Try to save yourself some money. Go through our friends at Getaway Today Vacations and let them help you plan your trip and save you a little bit of dough. Their special right now going on for trips from the 24th of May through the end of the year is to get a 4-day ticket and get the 5th day free. So why not elongate your trip just a little bit more? There's a whole lot of new things to explore. This is the first new expansion to Disneyland Park in 20 years, over 20 years. So why not take all the time that you need to enjoy Galaxy's Edge and enjoy the rest of Disneyland and California Adventure while you are there? And this is gonna be a really, really exciting summer. So I'm gonna put a link in the description below to Getaway Today so you can kind of get to know them a little bit better. They're fantastic to work with. They really listen to you, they engage with their clientele a lot. So I highly recommend that. In the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe so you can get more videos that we're going to be posting to help you plan for your trip this year and have as much fun as you possibly can. And find us all over social media. Thank you guys again so much for sticking around. You are amazing. Love you. I've missed you during this time and looking forward to what this summer has to bring. All right, may the force be with you. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.